Carrington Cardinal basketball is brought to you by Gar Dental, Central City Lumber, CHI, St. Alexius Carrington Medical Clinic, Professional Eye Care Centers, Carrington Drug, Headlocks, Arrowwood Prairie Co-op, Beckett Insurance, Sendak, Bassett Motors, Bank Forward in Carrington, High Plains Equipment, Carrington Dental Care, Leading Edge Equipment, Dakota Central, Old National Bank, DJ's Home Center, Evans Funeral Home, Farmers Union Insurance, Randy Huey Agent, Retzlaff Seed and Supply, Napa Auto Parts, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, the Carrington Healthy Communities Coalition, Central Pharmacy, Central City H2O Plus, and Summit Physical Therapy. Now, Carrington Cardinal basketball.
We welcome you inside the East Gymnasium of Carrington High School tonight. Cardinal girls basketball in a massive game in Region 2A against a longtime rival. It's Carrington and it's Devils Lake, and it's coming up for you very shortly. With Benny Rappel for now, Tate Wolski is coming. I am BJ Walters. Benny, it's 7 in a row. The defense has been incredible for 7 straight games. And now, with just a handful of games remaining in region play, the race for the number 1 seed is really on.
Right, I think that Carrington's definitely going to be at their best tonight, and we've seen them play great defense and offense in the past few games, and I think that if they just continue to do what they've been doing in the past few weeks, I think they'll be just fine tonight.
43-37 on Thursday, a great 3 quarters. Probably not a great 4th quarter on Thursday night, if we're being honest, but it doesn't matter because a road win in region play, you don't ask how, you just ask how many.
Exactly, that's right, and they were able to get the job done.
Meanwhile, Devils Lake is getting hot at just the right time. They only have 1 region loss, and they're coming off of throttling Mayport CG on Friday night, 82-54. And Benny is going to hand the headset off real quick to Tate Wolski, who is ready to go. We're going to, Tate didn't play last night. He's injured. So we're really going to put him to work this week. 3 games for Tate to join us this week. Tate, most important question, all kidding aside, how you feeling?
I'm feeling better than I was Thursday. Foot's still a little swollen, but I'm hoping by Tuesday we're ready to go and get back at it.
Well, you got 2 really good basketball teams here. They were both, they've both been in the top 5 at different places. Devils Lake is coming off of probably their best game of the year, 82-54 over Mayport CG. Carrington has won 7 in a row. Your initial thoughts on the matchup?
It's going to be a defensive battle tonight, I think. Both, honestly, no offense to nobody, but both teams struggle to find offense, and they rely heavily on their defense, and that's the type of game it's going to be.
A lot more to come on our pregame. We'll have both head coaches tonight. Justin Klein gave us some time as well. So we'll have both head coaches. But when we come back, I'll look at the rankings, the standings, and the schedule. And we will do that when Carrington basketball continues on the I3G Sports Network.
Gar Dental in Carrington has your smile on the mind. Gar Dental specializes in orthodontics, cosmetic dentistry, teeth whitening, dental crowns and bridges, dental veneers, dental implants, general and family dentistry, root canals, clear aligner orthodontics, sedation dentistry, dentures, lasers, TMJ therapy, and wisdom teeth removal. Call Gar Dental today for family dentistry and beyond. Gar Dental in Carrington, 701-652-2300.
We are back in Carrington. It's Devils Lake and the Cardinals coming up, and right now, let us have a look at the state rankings. Of course, new polls will come out tomorrow. It'll be the 10th of the year. Right now, guess what, guys? South Prairie Max has 1 loss. Guess who? Yeah, Carrington. Thompson has 2 losses. Guess who one of them's to? Carrington. Hazen has 1 loss. Guess who it's to? Carrington. And then there's the Cardinals. Also, Valley City's in there. If I was Valley City, I would not be excited about playing Carrington in a couple of weeks. They've beaten everyone else in these rankings I would not be thrilled about coming over here.
True.
Let's take a look at the region rankings, which are far more important than what the media thinks. No disrespect to anybody, but that's just the truth. Carrington and Thompson are each 7-1 in region play. They will play each other next Thursday night in Thompson. We'll see if the number 1 seed is on the line. Devil's Lake is 4-1. 4 wins Minnewacan 6-2. Hillsboro Central Valley. Look at the Burros. 3 years ago, that program was, a joke. And now they're the 5th place team in an 8-team region. Well done to Hillsboro Central Valley, followed by Grafton, Mayport CG, and Harvey Wells County. Let's take a look at what's going on tonight, and we start with the game last night. Thompson crushed Mayport CG 82-54. Tonight, Mayport CG is crushing Northern Cass. In the fourth quarter, it was 71-53 Patriots. Hillsboro Central Valley's at Grafton tonight. 4 wins Minnewacan is at St. John in non-region play. The Cardinals and Firebirds. Last year, Carrington led 2 of the 3 matchups at the half. They weren't able to hold on at the Sports Center. They were able to hold on here at home. And when we come back, we'll visit with both head coaches. And we'll start with the head coach of the Firebirds, Justin Klein. And we will do that right after this when Cardinal basketball continues on the I3G Sports Network.
Your first car. It may have been a fixer-upper, but you treated it right. It was your own. That's how Showplace Cabinetry approaches each crafted piece. We deliver it to you with care, because it's our own. Central City Lumber can help you choose the design of your dreams. Give them a test drive. This American-made cabinetry is adaptable to your unique style and built with pride. Every single piece is back for a lifetime. Bet you wish you had that deal on your car. Stop in at Central City Lumber of Carrington, and let's build a beautiful kitchen or bath that really turns heads.
The Cardinal is AM 1600 KDAK Carrington and FM 100.1 K261EW Carrington. Locally owned and operated by I3G Media.
Back in Carrington, big night. It is Devil's Lake and Carrington, and we've got a little extra something for you tonight. We're joined by Firebirds head coach Justin Klein. And Coach, it should be a great atmosphere tonight and 2 really good baskets.
Let's get a good game.
Last year, regional champion, played very well all year. This year, it's a little different. You've had some growing pains, but it does seem that these last couple weeks are starting to roll a little bit.
Yeah, we lost 6 seniors that were, kind of a mainstay for our program, and we kind of had some holes to fill, and it took some time and some growing pains along the way, and then we had a few injuries here or there and some sickness, and so hopefully we're starting to play a little bit better as of late and kind of getting into more of our region schedule now. We had a pretty tough schedule to start the season, and December was really tough, so hopefully, the goal again is play well at the end of February, so hopefully we can keep moving forward and keep climbing that hill.
What did you like about the 28-point win against Mayport CG?
I thought our pressure was better. Our trapping was better. We had a couple games where we didn't do a very good job on defense. So I thought that shirred up a little bit, and they had some pretty good guards, and some guard play. So I think that was an area that we wanted to focus on, and we did a good job of that.
You mentioned the 6 seniors that graduated last year. It was probably easier for Tylee to get hers because of those 6 seniors. How has she been forced to improve now being the focal point for opposing defenses?
Yeah, she's got to work a little bit harder on offense. I think last year, with the seniors, we had a few more offensive options. This year, it's not as much, so she's had to work a little bit harder to get open, probably taking more shots than she did last year also, so that's changed a little bit her game. One area we'd like to see is her passing. She's a good passer, but sometimes didn't always give the ball up when she should have. She's done a better job of that late too, and we want to try to get more kids involved, and that's kind of what we need to do. So down the stretch, so that we're not just relying on her and her 3-point shot, because she's a really good shooter. We all know that. We've seen that, but teams will key in on that also.
Is this Andy Brotten team pretty much like every other Andy Brotten team you've had to coach against?
Yeah, pretty much. And just when you think they graduate some seniors, they'll be down. They're just as good. Defensively, they're always good. Man-to-man, full court. Yeah, pretty much. Andy's been here a long time. You're not going to see anything different. Just solid athletes, solid coaching, and and solid team.
How unique is this situation, playing the two teams? You're playing these two teams against each other twice in less than a week.
Well, for us, it's, in a 7-day period, we've got 4 games. Tonight against Carrington. Friday, we go to Shiloh, a rescheduled game. Monday, Carrington comes to us, and then we go to South Prairie. So it's quite the week for us. So actually, I kind of like it because we game plan and prepared for Carrington tonight. We won't have to do a lot for them on Monday because we just played them, just fine-tune a few things, and then go to South Prairie. So it's kind of a tough week for us, but it's a good challenge for our kids, especially, midway point. They're kind of hitting that stretch here, 3/4 of the way through after this week.
Well, Coach, thanks for doing this. Have some fun out there.
Yep, thank you.
That is Firebirds head coach Justin Klein, and when we come back, we'll talk to the Hall of Famer Andy Brotten when Cardinal basketball continues on the i3G Sports Network.
Life is about moments, big or small, joyful or challenging. At Carrington Health Center, we believe everyone in our community deserves compassionate care close to home, so you can focus on enjoying those moments surrounded by the people you love. At our facility, we put the care in
physical therapy,
radiology,
the acute care clinic.
Back in Carrington, it's the Cardinals and the Devils Lake Firebirds coming up, and we're joined by Cardinal head coach Andy Brotten. We'll get into the game in just a second, but earlier tonight, you were part of the officiating crew for the C game, and I'm sure with that comes the message that there's always a need for officials. No matter how many are out there, you can always use more, and so I'm sure there are ways for people to get involved.
Yeah, through the years of teaching here, I've probably officiated a lot of games and was registered for varsity with 20 years before the boys and girls switched seasons like that. But every coach should put the stripes on there here and there to help you kind of understand their procedures and what they have to do.
So your game on Thursday night is such a unique game, the win over Grafton, because looking back on it, they might be the most physical team in the region. How did you think you handled their physicality?
Not too bad. I mean, early on, we did pressure it pretty well and got to the rim a few times. We played some good, solid half-court D for a while and gave up a couple threes. But, overall, like we mentioned at the end of that game, giving up 37 to them on their home court, and probably they're low on their home court. So, our defense kind of carried us through again.
Now you get ready for Devils Lake, and I asked Coach Klein this. I'll ask you the same question, just in reverse. Is it the exact same thing every year that you try to prepare against a team coached by Justin Klein?
Well, they've kind of switched a few things up. They probably don't full court press as much, but they do a lot of half court trapping. They still have some solid athletes that play really good defense, and they're really aggressive. So we have to be sharp with the ball and, limit the turnovers and attack the basket when, we can beat their press a little bit and get it down inside and score on their press.
They seem to be hitting their stride, too, which is a sign of a good coach and a good program as we get ready for February. That win over Mayport, they looked really good.
Yeah, they did a lot of nice things. And, again, he's building some depth. You watch the C and B squads, they're building some depth and can throw a few more people at you. Maybe not as much as last year, but, they still have the depth to, throw that press at you.
What makes Tylee Brodina so good? Last year, she could kind of hide amongst all of those great scorers. Now she's kind of the number one option for them. What makes her so good?
Well, she's triple threat. I mean, she takes it on the bounce really strong. I don't know if there's anybody more aggressive. Just strong to the hoop, can shoot the three. So you really just got to play discipline on her because she'll bounce it at you and she'll shoot it. And she knows how to release off the fast break and get us in transition too. So she's got a lot of threats going for her, and she's a real nice ball player.
We talk about their half-court trap. How similar is it to trying to attack a 1-3-1 when that is also trying to trap you, and how is it different?
Well, they've showed a lot of different things. Lately, they've been doing a 2-2-1 in the half-court. Mara brings a good presence. Mara Kay brings a good presence in the middle. If she can meet passes, reverse the ball, and get to the block, or if we can sneak Annie in there at the middle, to help us reverse the ball again or attack. Just be in that attack mode and where, a couple quick passes get you beating the press, and not only beating the press, but get you in a 2-on-1, 3-on-2 situation where you can score.
And the atmosphere tonight should be great. It's for first place. It's not too bad a drive for Devils Lake fans. This should be a loud arena tonight.
Yeah, we hope so. Kids are looking forward to play at home. It's been a couple weeks, so we need a home game, and a lot of games this week. This is the start of it.
Well, Coach, have some fun out there, and good luck.
Thanks, BJ.
That is Cardinal head coach Andy Brotten joining us, and the Bassett Motors starting lineups are next when Cardinal basketball continues on the i3G Sports Network.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jango, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and more. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Back in Carrington, time for the Bassett Motors starting lineups after Tate shares with us a score. There was a rematch of the Class B championship from a season ago. Nobody thought it would be close. Well, Tate?
Kenmare Bullbells upset Benson County 52-50.
Benson County has Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion Saturday.
Could it be 2 in a row?
In Jamestown on Thunder Country 98.3. If you'd like to listen to some real good basketball, Mark McKenzie will have it for you. Now, the Bassett Motors starting lineups. Bassett Motors has a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. The sales crew offers friendly personal service. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends. Call today 652-2955. For the visitors tonight, the Devils Lake Firebirds at a guard of 5'8" junior Ava Beck, 6.5 points, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists per game. Another guard, 5'7" senior Janae Martinson, 5 points, just under 3 rebounds per game. The third guard is the threat, 5'8" junior Tylee Brodina, 20 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists per game. At one forward, Maya Ellsberger, a 5'10" senior averaging 7.9 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 1.7 assists per game. And don't sleep on Presley Brown. The 5'9" senior averages 13.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 3 assists per game for Justin Klein. The Firebirds are 7-5 overall, 4-1 in the region. Now for Carrington, if you're watching us, you can see it on your screen. At one guard, a 5'8" sophomore, Mara Johnson, 8.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists per game. At the other guard, 5'9" senior Sienna Top, 6 points, 3 boards, and assists and a half per game. One forward, 5'8" junior Harper Coleman. Her job tonight is not to score. Her job tonight is to make sure Tylee Brodina doesn't score. But she averages 6 points, 5 boards, and 2 assists per game. The other forward, 5'8" sophomore Aniston Hornet, team's leading scorer, 10.9 per game, 6.5 rebounds, 2 assists per game. And the center is 5'11" sophomore Mara Coots, 9.7 rebounds and assist and a half per game. For 27th year Hall of Fame head coach Andy Brotten, 478 wins, 161 losses. Devils Lake in fire red with white numbers and letters, Cardinals in all white with cardinal red numbers and letters outlined in black. That pause was because of Tate being a typical teenager. You see 6.7 and he starts shuffling the hands around nonetheless. But, you know, the other thing you can shuffle around in your hands are keys. So on that note,
you're right.
Tate, keys to the game.
Keys to the game are Carrington, you got to get a fast start. You got to get a fast start against Devils Lake, and if you're Devils Lake, you got to come out and find some offense, and whoever that offense is going to be, it's going to be key, because I have a feeling Harper Coleman's going to shut down Tylee Brodina, and the offense is going to have to come from somebody else tonight.
There's no evidence that we've seen this year that says when Harper Coleman guards you, you get your season average. Surrey Gord was held 14 points under her average.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this looks tonight. And we will do that in just a moment. That's it. Pre-game is gone. When we come back, the opening tip of this one on the I3G Sports Network.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jango, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and more. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Carrington Drug, your independently owned Good Neighbor Pharmacy, salutes caregivers everywhere. The ones who aid an aging parent or nurturing a sick child. The fact is, we are all caregivers at different times, and your community pharmacist is ready to go above and beyond to support you with encouragement and guidance, good times and bad. Visit with Matt Paulson and his expert staff at Carrington Drug, 415 Main Street in Carrington, caring for you and our community.
The fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Head on over to Headlocks of Carrington for some great deals after the Cardinals game. If you and your friends come in sporting any Cardinals gear, you'll not only receive the friendliest service around, but also special discounts. Ask for more details and visit us on Facebook for all of our happenings.
The fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
Very nice rendition of the national anthem. It's Carrington and Devils Lake about to be introduced. Let's talk about your team a little bit, Tate. You have a week to get ready for 3 games in 4 days, starting with New Salem Almont a week from tonight. What do you make of it? You know, I thought that game could have gone a very negative direction last night, and it just never did. You guys kept fighting.
Yeah, when they came out and scored, I think it was 10-0.
It was.
And after Randy called that timeout, we settled down a little bit and we just found our groove on offense. We hit some shots that were key down the stretch, and it was a tough fight. And kudos to our guys for not giving up.
And tonight, Hillsborough Central Valley felt the other end of a pretty physical game with the Grafton Spoilers. It did not go well for them tonight. They were down by 20 last I saw. I don't have a final on that yet, but they were down quite a bit by 20 points. And so Carrington and New Salem Almont a week from tonight here on YouTube, a week from Thursday night here on YouTube against Lisbon, a week from Friday on KDAK against Thompson. I know you guys have Thompson circled big time on your schedules.
Yeah, that's going to be a big game for us, and we're hoping since we get another chance at Adam that we'll be able to get him this time.
Cardinals and Devils Lake Firebirds, we're happy to have you with us tonight on KDAK FM 100.1 AM 1600 The Cardinal. All around the world at newsdakota.com, on the KDAK The Cardinal mobile app by asking your smart speaker to open KDAK The Cardinal, and tonight on YouTube. We are thrilled to have you with us. Vinny Rappel might have had the best game either of us have had all year in the B squad game. That was a furious rally. Carrington was down 29-11, and they almost won the game.
Wow. Holy. 29-11.
And they cut it to, they never tied it, I don't think. They got to within 2 at 36-34 late in the game. That was some comeback.
Wow.
By Coach Nelson's team. And by the way, Mara Nelson and Brady Smith are part of This Week in Carrington Sports coming up Sunday night.
Oh, boy.
We talk about the story of how they came to be as they get ready to get married this summer. You know Brady pretty well. You know Mara pretty well. Does it surprise you to know that it's Mara that had the crush on Brady back in the day?
Kinda.
Kind of, okay.
Kinda.
Well, we'll hear more about it Sunday night. We'll also have highlights of last night, highlights of all 3 girls' games, and results from the East-West for the boys' wrestling team, the last regular season weekend. It all starts for real for them next week. I mean, here we go, February.
I know. Hard to believe.
It is. It is. I saw something called a baseball schedule today. Ooh.
I got nothing.
Also, Callie Hewitt, who is always doing the scoreboard during the sub-varsity, she's counting down 28 days to softball. Just want, or 48 days to softball. Just want everybody to know. Mara Coots jumping center with Maya Ellsberger, and it's Coots winning the tip. And here we go. Right to left Carrington. Harper Coleman, guarded by Tylee Brodina. It's given to Sienna Top at the head of the key between the rings. She dribbles right for Carrington. The opening possession, she wants Coots. It's not there. Here's Mara Johnson down to Coots. 2 dribbles in, and the second one was a double dribble. A turnover. And so now Carrington, the press against Devils Lake here last year was super effective. Here is...
That was a fun game.
It was. Presley Brown, left side, Tylee Brodina. Guess what? Harper Coleman's on her. Here comes Brown, down the lane, puts it up, leaves it short. The rebound out of bounds off of maybe Mara Johnson. It'll stay here at this end. 37 scoreless seconds gone on the bank forward scoreboard. BJ Walters, Tate Wolski, Vinny Rappel with you tonight inside the East Gym. On the left side, Brodina starts a right-handed drive and picks it up. Leaves it for Ellsberger way up top. Here's Ava Beck guarded by Sienna Top in this 1v1 defense. At the head of the key with 15 to shoot. It's Brodina driving left, spinning right, firing, and opening the scoring.
That's tough.
And there's not much that Harper could have done about it.
No.
2-0. And it's not a full court trap this year for Devils Lake, but it is a half court press.
Good step through.
Here's Harper Coleman, left side, Mara Johnson left alone for 3. Off the front of the rim, rebound on the move. Comes down to Martinson. Right side, it's Brown laying it up and in, 4-0. You said that Carrington needed a fast start.
Yep.
This is not that.
It's almost like a 2-3.
It's a 2-2-1.
Yeah.
Here's Harper Coleman. Left side, Mara Johnson in the corner. Aniston Hornet open 3. Off the front of the rim and taken in by Ava Beck the other way from left to right down the center of the floor for Devils Lake. She'll lay it up and miss it short. Rebound Mara Johnson for Carrington. Right to left the other way. Mara stops, pops, and can't drop from 14. Rebound Hornet. Gets inside and lays it in. Aniston Hornet with Carrington's first basket. 4-2 Firebirds. On the right side, it's Brown inside with a wild miss. Rebound Hornet. Carrington also destroyed Devils Lake both times on the backboards last year. Sienna Top pops a 3 off the back of the iron. Rebound Mara Coots. Back up and in. Game tied at 4. We'll get Tate's thoughts on something that I've noticed. Pardon me. From Mara Coots, as Aniston Hornet gets a steal. It's really caused by Mara Johnson. Carrington has scored the last 4, and they have the basketball.
You got to keep the ball in the middle. Keep the ball in the middle.
Johnson dribbles to the right sideline, pulls it back, leaves for Coleman. Here's Sienna Top, left side, Aniston Hornet. Around a couple screens.
Good pass.
Down to a wide open Coots, who misses the layup, gets it back, missed it again, and it's saved in by Ava Beck.
2 open.
On the right side, a poor pass out of bounds. Tate, the point that I want to make, we know Mara got that heart procedure done. She looks a totally different player since.
Yeah, she seems to be way more aggressive, and she just seems more comfortable overall.
Carrington break the press, and Mara Coots probably got fouled. I can't believe they didn't call.
It's going to be physical.
It is going to be physical. Presley Brown leaves it down low for Ellsberger to lay it in. And it's 6-4. Devils Lake with 4:30 to play in the opening quarter on the bank forward scoreboard.
All right, keep the ball in the middle.
Here's Hornet left side, or you can just beat the press down the floor and miss a layup. Rebound Coleman, kick out Coots. Second chance, Sienna Top's left alone, wide open 3. Splash! Sienna Top with a 3. Carrington's first lead is 7-6, and Devils Lake they throw it out of bounds again. They keep having Janae Martinson on the right wing. That's not the right pass, though.
No.
And here is Dottie Goss, 5'5" sophomore guard, 3 points, 2 rebounds. She's coming back off of an injury, and Tylee Brodina gets a steal, and her pass is batted out of bounds. They've been waiting for Dottie Goss to get healthy this year.
Yeah.
corner inbound. This is not an easy place to inbound it. They get it into Presley Brown.
Tough place to
Post
read.
entry to nobody in particular. It's saved in, but right to Mara Cooch. She starts the break. 2-on-1 with Mara Johnson.
Oh, my,
she
good
finds
pass.
Johnson,
Oh.
who misses the layup. The putback by Coleman goes.
Wow. Good pass by her center.
A 9-2 run for Carrington. They lead 9-6 on the bank forward scoreboard. Right side, Ellsberger starts a drive down to Presley Brown.
Oh, my.
Blocked by Mara Johnson from behind. You're not wrong there, Tate. It is going to be physical. Down the right side, Johnson. Into the middle for Cooch. Extra pass.
Oh,
no,
she
they call her
traveled.
for a travel. That was not much of a travel if there was one. And Coach Brotten, I don't think, agreed either. In for the first time comes Emma Hofstad, 5'8" sophomore forward, 3 points, 3 boards a game, and Ava Beck is back in. The one player you're not going to see leave the court tonight is Tylee Brodina.
Yeah. If she does, it's probably for last 15, maybe 30 seconds.
Brodina holds and goes to the mid-post. Brown blocked again by Johnson. It's saved in by Sienna Top. And thrown away by Mara Coots. Going for Harper Coleman. Brodina crosses over, going left, gets in the lane, puts it up, puts it in.
Wow. That's tough. And she even got
Tylee
bumped.
Brodina with 4. It's 9-8. At the other end, Coots has Brodina knock it out of bounds. Boy, this is pretty easy on the eye right now.
Yeah.
Cody Thiel, 5'5" sophomore guard, checks in. 2 points of rebound per game for Carrington. 2:52 to go in the first. 9-8 Cardinals bank forward scoreboard. 2 of maybe the 3 best teams in this region right here tonight. The ball is thrown in deep to Mara Johnson. She's doubled, finds steal, extra pass stolen. Stolen by Ava Beck down the right side, and then nearly stolen back by Harper Coleman.
Oh, that's close.
It's just effort all over
I
the
know.
place.
That
Man.
That is close. That is very, very close again.
A deep inbounds
We'll call it an incognito.
to Beck. Handoff. Brodina, open 3. She's long with it. Rebound back.
Gotta
Second
box out.
chance, Brodino. Now, when Tylee misses, you better get that rebound.
Yeah.
Brodina,
There.
offensive
Oh,
foul.
my
She's
goodness.
pushed off. The first foul of this game is called on Tylee Brodina.
See, it's like he read my mind. I was about to say push off, but
She uses that off arm a lot.
yeah. I've noticed that from last year to this year. What?
A pass all the way down to Cody Thiel, who lays it up and in. How about that play?
Oh my goodness, and now we're just trading baseball passes.
And now a 3 for Brodina off a baseball pass. 11-11.
Didn't know we were playing football here.
Whew. On the right side, Sienna Top in the corner. Cody Thiel stops, pops, can't drop. Rebound comes down to Hofstad in a tie game. 2:05 of the first. Driving left, Ava
Travel.
Beck travels. Turnover.
I just blew somebody's eardrums out if they
Our-
were wearing headphones.
Our 4th official, Tate Wolski, was all over it. And Carrington goes small. Mara Coots gets a breather. Cody Thiel is just running to the other end against this press. Here's Aniston Hornet into the front court. Deflected ball. Goes right side. Sienna Top. Down towards Coleman. Kick out. Stolen by Brodina. Nobody ever saw Cody Thiel out there.
Nope.
At the other end, Presley Brown lays it up and lays it in. Presley Brown with 4. It's 13-11 Devils Lake with 100 seconds of the first. And a Dactyl timeout is called by Andy Brotten. 1:38 to go. First quarter, 13-11 Devils Lake on the bank forward scoreboard. And Cardinal basketball will continue on the I3G Sports Network.
I'll go.
When you're thinking about insurance, think of
Here.
Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
Hi, this is James at Bassett Motors. Let's test drive a new Chevrolet together. Stack up the savings with discounts and rebates combined with 0% financing for the lowest payments of the year. See us online at BassettMotors.com or call us 701-652-2955. Or better yet, stop in to see our wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
Where our customers send their friends.
It is 13-11. BJ Walters, Tate Wolski, Vinny Rappel with you. And Tate, it does not lack effort. It does not lack pace. This is a really fun first 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, it is. A couple of very athletic teams just going at it back and forth. It's fun to watch. Lots of hustle plays.
A timeout brought to you by Dakota Central. Experience Command IQ and learn more about premium Wi-Fi at dakotacentral.com. Carrington against this 1-2-2 half-court trap. Left side, Hornet dribbles right, finds Johnson into the left side. Top, down to Cody Thiel, who lays it up, no. And the rebound comes down to Thiel. Kick out Harper Coleman. Here's Aniston Hornet for the lead. She got it. And he's got 5. It's 14-13 Cardinals. Here's Brodina giving to Ava Beck in the final 70 seconds of the first on the bank forward scoreboard. Brodina around a screen, pops her own 3, buries it. She's already got 10. Our fourth lead change is 16-14 Devils Lake. Right side, Hornet. Looks right side to Top. In the corner, Cody Thiel, a 3. That's long. Rebound, Hornet. Did not get rim. So Aniston spins, has it poked free by Presley Brown. And here she comes the other way. That's stolen nearly by Mara Johnson. Brodina from 19. Off the rim. Rebound, Cody Thiel. Here comes Carrington down by 2. Johnson towards Hornet. What a pass. And the layup is blocked. And it goes back to Devils Lake. I don't know how Emma Hofstad got back there to block that shot.
Me neither.
Wow. Good stuff so far in Carrington. 16-14. Here's Ava Beck. Left side, Brodina. Shot clock is dark. Beck in the corner. Gets a screen. Drives right. Ava Beck down the lane. Throws up a wild shot. Blocked by Sienna Top. Rebounded by Mara Coots. Final 6 seconds of the quarter. It's Hornet. Right side. Top with 3. Top fires a 3. A little long. Coots the putback at the buzzer. No. And that is the end of our first quarter. A really fun quarter with 2 ties and 4 lead changes. And at the end of 1 on the bank forward scoreboard. Devils Lake 16, Carrington 14. And Cardinal basketball will continue on the I3G Sports Network.
When you're thinking about insurance, think of Bickett Insurance. Bickett Insurance, through our partnership with Auto Owners Insurance, can take care of your farm, home, auto, business, or life insurance needs. The agents at Bickett Insurance have over 115 years of insurance experience. We know how to design policies to protect the things important to you. Give Bickett Insurance a call today.
Better get Bickett. Bickett Insurance Agency. Better get Bickett. Bickett Insurance Agency.
Here at Sendak Cooperative, we're here to provide you with all the products and services you've come to rely on for your farm operation. Please give us a call for all your fertilizer, seed, energy, and fuel needs for this year's growing season, and let us help you with all your grain marketing decisions. You can contact us today at any of our locations in Central North Dakota or visit us on the web at sendakcooperative.com. Sendak Cooperative, helping farm owners grow and succeed today and into the future.
Carrington down 16-14 after 1 quarter. BJ Walters, Tate Wolski, Vinny Rappel with you. Well, Tate, there's not a whole lot of time to think here.
No, not enough.
Here's Tylee Brodina.
Might get out of here before 9 o'clock, eh?
Oh, you just jinxed it. Martinson up top, Ellsberger. Right side, Brodina. Presley Brown fires a 3.
Oh.
No, but a foul on Maya Nice, who just checked in, 5'7" freshman guard. And 3 shots for Presley Brown, who's a 50% free throw shooter. That's the first foul on Carrington tonight. The free throw is good, 17-14. 17 seconds into the second quarter. Good student section, big crowd here. Second free throw, good, 18-14.
Huh. Isn't that when they took a little trip?
Second one.
You missed it.
Was good, and the third one's also good. 19-14. I did miss it, what now?
18-14.
On the right side, Maya Nice left alone for three. It's good. Maya Nice a three. And it's 19-17. At the other end, a post entry, not a good one. Presley Brown's left alone to lay it in. They had it covered, and then they ran away from her. 21-17. In the middle, Coots. Left side, Coleman. Driving, stopping, kicking to top. High post, Coots, left side, kick out, Hornet, three, boom!
That's good ball movement.
Anniston Hornets got 8, 21-20, Devils Lake.
That's how you break that down. That's good ball movement.
Rodina into the corner, Presley Brown drives, finds on the right side the wide open jumper that doesn't go for Martinson. Rebound Hornet, Carrington can take the lead again. Here's Sienna Top, towards the middle,
Good.
Coleman. Coleman has it poked free by Presley Brown, 2-on-1. And Rodina's going to get a layup. She's got 12, 23-20. It was a 2-on-1, nothing Harper can do.
Nothing you can do. You got to keep the ball in the middle. You've got to keep the ball in the middle. Oh.
But not like that. A near steal, loose on the floor, and a timeout is called by Andy Brotten. It's going to be a full Adactel timeout. 6:23 of the second quarter. We'll take it as well. 23-20 Devils Lake, and Cardinal basketball continues on the I3G Sports Network.
This is Bryn Hansen, a senior at Delax Burlington High School and the 2025-26 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. Activity programs provide valuable lessons for practical situations, teamwork, sportsmanship, winning and losing, and hard work. Through participation in activity programs, students learn self-discipline, build self-confidence, and develop new skills to handle competitive situations. These are qualities the public expects schools to produce in students so they become responsible adults and productive citizens. This has been a public service message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association and this radio station.
Carrington down by 3. Cardinal basketball all season brought to you by CHI, St. Alexius Health Carrington Medical Center, compassionate care close to home. And Bickett Insurance for your free estimate on auto, farm, home, business, or life insurance. Call Bickett Insurance 652-1775, located near the roundabout in Carrington. And on the note of the Bicketts, happy birthday to Susan Bickett today.
Yup. Holy.
South Prairie Max having very little problems with Bottineau tonight. It's 33-11. I mean, that's still the best team in the state. I don't care that Carrington beat them. That's still the best team in the state.
Yeah, 100%.
Carrington with the ball. Down by 3. And it's with Mara Johnson up top for Anniston Hornet. Right side, Maya Nice. Around a screen, finds top at the head of the key. What a cut by Hornet.
Oh.
She missed the layup. Carrington have already missed 3 bunnies tonight. Rebound, Ava Beck. Right side, Presley Brown. Starts a drive, gets cut off, throws it left side to Beck.
That's
who
a carry.
traveled. Oh, my goodness, they called a foul. They called a foul on Anniston Hornet. Her first, team second.
I'm going to scratch my head. I thought for sure it would have been a carry.
Me too. And the inbounds pass is knocked out of bounds by Presley Brown. It goes to Carrington. What's the old saying? Ball don't what?
Ball don't lie. I don't know.
I don't know.
I got nothing.
Mara Johnson with it for Carrington. 2 minutes, 10 seconds into the second on the bank forward scoreboard.
Apparently it don't lie. I don't think it can lie because it doesn't even talk.
Well, that's true. Dribbling right, Mara Johnson into the corner. Maya Nice for the tie. Skips it over the rim. Offensive rebound, put back Mara Coots. Her 4th point makes it 23-22. Brodina at the other end for 3. It's good. Tylee Brodina's got 15. 26-22.
Oh, boy.
She comes in averaging 20, and she's already got 15. Mara Johnson drives left, gets inside, kick out to Hornet. Here's top, right side. Maya Nice driving in. Maya, runner, air ball. Rebound, Presley Brown. Numbers the other way. Brown wants to take it herself. Now she hesitates.
She saw a brick
Skips it
wall
right
right
side.
there.
Ava Beck pops one off to Brodina for 3. Off the mark. Rebound, Anniston Hornet. They get away with one there. And here's Sienna Top.
Here it comes.
Dribbles
Whoa.
through the double, and she's got numbers up ahead. Up ahead is Nice to lay it in. Wow, did Devils Lake get caught up the court there. 26-24. They press hard, but that was a problem.
Yeah.
On the left side, it's with Martinson.
Houston,
to Brown.
you got a problem.
She'll drive right. Presley Brown, blocked by Coots. Gets it back, wrap around feet, layup Martinson.
Wow.
28-24. Devils Lake with 4 1/4 to play in the second.
I think they're going to face guard Annie.
It looks that way with Ava Beck. Mara Johnson gets hand checked by Presley Brown. Her first, team's first. In for the first time, Tenley Tripke, 5'1" freshman guard, 4 points and a rebound per game. Carrington returns Harper Coleman. Top off the inbound. Dribbles right. Continues a dribble. Backdoor cut. Deflects out to Hornet. Skip it right side. Mara Johnson thought about a 3, did not take it. Mara holds.
It's too late for that post-entry pass.
And now here's Coots in the corner, losing it out of bounds. Take us through what you mean by that, because Mara had position.
Yeah, so what happened is Mara had the over-the-top position. Mara J could have just thrown that pass over the top while they were out of help position. And she waited too long, and that help was able to slide over and assist.
5'11" junior Sophie Spitzer is in. Pick and roll play. Kick out. A 3 for Brown is way wide left and saved in right to Aniston Hornet. Here comes Carrington down by 4. It's Sienna Top. Up ahead, Harper Coleman. Extra pass. Sophie Spitzer has it stolen by Ava Beck. They had the numbers. And now Presley Brown to the other end will lay it up and miss it short. Rebound, Mara Johnson.
Just pick it up.
A wild sequence here. And now a near, it is stolen by Brodina, who throws up a wild shot, air ball, and it's out of bounds off Presley Brown. Tate, please try to walk us through what the heck just happened.
Somebody had the ball in the corner, lost it, and then lost the ball again and threw the ball over. And
so what you're saying is that was a mess.
Yeah, pretty much.
28-24, Devils Lake. Baseball pass up ahead, deflects right to Aniston Hornet.
Oh, hello.
Who missed a layup. The putback by
Oh, hello.
Maya Nice is swatted out of bounds by Ellsberger. So Ellsberger almost got an assist on an Aniston Hornet layup. Wrong team, but nonetheless. And then she gets a block. Hornet throws it in deep to Mara Johnson.
You've got to count. You've got to go. Oh, that was about 5.
Johnson stops, gives to Maya Nice. She'll dribble left, now right. Maya holds and gives to Mara Coots.
Devils Lake has really picked up the defensive intensity.
Stop, kick out right side, Maya Nice. The freshman drives, runner off the front of the rim. Rebound loose, taken in by Dottie Goss. Here comes Devils Lake with Tripke at the other end getting fouled by Johnson. Tripke shoots 2 on the year. Tenley Tripke 10 of 12 at the line.
Oh, Mr. Brotten.
He's not a happy Coach Brotten right now. Oh, it's a shooting foul. The lefty Tripke is short with it. Still 28-24. Now Sienna Top back in for Aniston Hornet. 2:27 until halftime. Coming up at halftime, stats, scores, and a recap of this first half. It's been a wild one. Second free throw good, 29-24. This matches the largest lead for Devils Lake.
There's not enough halftime to recap.
No, there's not. We need a Texas
first
high
half.
school football halftime. That's 28 minutes, by the way, to recap this first half. And a steal by Tripke. Here's Dottie Goss the other way. Goss through the middle of the floor. Travels. And it goes back to Carrington. And Aniston Hornets back in for Maya Nice. There's a lot of ways to describe this first half. We're going to try and use adjectives at halftime. 2 minutes.
My grammar ain't very good.
My English don't do good either. Here's Mara Johnson.
You got it.
Left side, Sienna Top. To Hornet for a 3 short.
Oh, she banked it in.
She banked it in, a 3 for Aniston Hornet. And it's 29-27. Oh, my goodness.
And you said it was short.
That shot had no business going in. Here's Tripke. Up top, driving is Hofstad. She leads it and then gets it back right side.
I think banks are closed, actually, at this hour.
Right side. Hofstad gives to Brodina. Here's Dottie Goss, 1:20 to play in the half. Brodina right wing against Harper Coleman, drives in. Brodina stops, fadeaway jumper, no. Rebound Sienna top. Carrington can tie or take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Stay in the middle. Stay in the middle.
Aniston Hornet. Tate is saying that because of the half-court trap. Hornet, right side Johnson, around a screen. Back to Hornet for three in the lead. Short. Rebound. Coots back up, no, but a foul. The foul on Ellsberger, her first. And free throws for Mara Coots.
How many fouls have been called in the game? Like 5 or 6?
6 total.
Wow.
5 this quarter, 1. 1 in the first quarter.
Wow.
Mara Coots' free throw is good. 1-point game, 29-28. Coots on the year is a 49% free throw shooter.
Right now is about the time I'd be picking up my second or third one.
She splits the pair, 29-28. Dottie Goss down the lane.
Travel.
Oh, no, she went down again.
Ow.
She went, oh, no. That's the same injury that she's trying to work back from.
Ow.
Oh, no. She went down in a heap. Oh, goodness. And it was non-contact, which is what really scares you.
Ow.
48.3 to go in the half. Now, let's hope that this is the case. Sometimes when you're coming back from an injury and something like that happens, it freaks you out. Let's hope that's what this is and that it's not. Oh, my goodness. You would just feel so bad for Dottie Goss if that happened again.
Ow.
Let's take a break. We'll come back right after this on the I3G Sports Network.
This is Tanner from Leading Edge Equipment. We've got you covered for all your on-farm bulk oil needs. We deliver high-quality John Deere engine oil, High Guard, Cool Guard, and DEF, along with a wide selection of oil tanks and accessories. Call Scott in Michigan, Chuck in Carrington, or me, Tanner in Devils Lake. We're ready to deliver right to your farm. Leading Edge Equipment, your family-owned John Deere dealer in Michigan, Devils Lake, Hamden, and Carrington. Talk to the parts department today.
Dottie Goss being helped to her feet. Kyle Smith is out there. She's putting no weight on the right leg.
Oh, she's walking. Barely.
Just barely. Oh, my gosh. She came down the lane, and it looked like she was about to go into a layup step, and the leg gave out. Oh, my gosh.
Oof.
Well, somehow you've got to refocus. 49.3 to play in the half. Carrington with the basketball down a point. Oh, you just feel so bad for Dottie. Here's Mara Johnson. Across the big bird in the middle of the floor.
Ouch.
14 seconds difference between the clocks. Johnson gets by her defender, stops, pops, and can't drop from 14. Rebound, Harper Coleman. Kick out Johnson. A three for the lead is short. Rebound, Sienna top, tries to save it, and nearly, well, she did, but right to Ellsberger. Numbers for Tylee Brodina. Extra pass, layup, good.
How did she
Emma
get that to roll?
31-28, 10 seconds. Here's Mara Johnson with 8. Johnson down the left side, gets inside, stops, has it stolen by Brodina with 3, with 2, with 1. Tylee Brodina at the other end will lay it up, no, at the buzzer.
Good hustle by Harper to shut that down before.
Carrington trail at the half, 31-28 in this matchup of Region 2 heavyweights. And our Central City H2O Carrington halftime report is next when Cardinal basketball continues on the I3G Sports Network.
Running tough, running strong. High Plains Equipment.
High Plains Equipment is your authorized Case IH dealer serving farmers around Carrington, Devils Lake, Rugby, and Harvey. When you're ready to invest in a new piece of quality Case IH equipment, their friendly, knowledgeable sales, financing, service, and parts departments will make sure your experience is outstanding. Visit highplainseq.com to connect with your local Case IH High Plains Equipment location. Many dream of 5-star hotels and 5-star restaurants. What about 5-star treatment from your dentist? That's exactly what you'll get at Carrington Dental Care. Dr. J's and Dr. Chaz's gentle, relaxed, and friendly atmosphere will give you a full-service dental experience with 5-star customer service and care. Carrington Dental Care will give you 5-star dental treatment for the entire family. New patients are always welcome. Visit thecarringtondentist.com or call 701-652-2801. Do you want to make sure homework time isn't spent on games and video streaming? Dakota Central can help. With Experience IQ, you set limits to ensure your kids aren't playing when they should be doing homework. With premium managed Wi-Fi from Dakota Central, you can create healthier internet habits for your children from the easy-to-use Command IQ app. Learn more about premium Wi-Fi and Experience IQ today at www.dakotacentral.com.
Carrington sports fans, want to stay on top of all the local action? Catch what you missed by checking out the Foster County Independent. From game-changing plays to memorable moments, we've got you covered with the most in-depth sports coverage in town. And don't miss our stunning photo galleries that capture every thrilling moment and winning smile. For the latest scores, stories, and stunning sports shots, grab your copy of the Foster County Independent today or visit us online at Foster C.
It's the Central City H2O halftime report with the Cardinals on the court. Carrington trailing 31-28 to Devils Lake. Central City H2O Carrington has all of your beverage, water bottle, dispenser, and vending needs covered. Visit centralcityh2o.com or call 701-652-2141. And as Tate always likes to say, Kevin has to pick up because when does Kevin work, Tate?
Never.
That's right. Trying to wrap our brains around what happened to Dottie Goss at the end of that first half. The upper leg and lower leg went different directions, and that's just, it's scary.
A recipe for disaster.
It is. It is a recipe for not very good. All right, let's give you the scoring. Tylee Brodina's had a half. 15 points for Tylee. 9 for Presley Brown, 2 each for Janae Martinson, Maya Ellsberger, and Emma Hofstad, a point for Tenley Tripke. Thank goodness from a Carrington perspective for Aniston Horton. 3 triples and 11 points for the team's leading scorer. 5 for Maya Nice, 5 for Mara Coots, 3 for Sienna Top, and 2 each for Harper Coleman and Cody Thiel.
Gonna make it?
I don't know, but we're going to try. 2 ties and 4 lead changes. I mean, that kind of half takes your breath away. What do you want me to say?
Well, true.
2 ties and 4 lead changes. Devils Lake's biggest lead, 5 points twice. Carrington's biggest lead, 9-6. And at the break, 31-28, Devils Lake. Tate, what have you made of that first half? A lot of turnovers, a lot of effort, not always pretty, but here you go, 3-point game.
I'm going to describe it in one word. Chaotic.
I think that's such a good word right now. It really, that's very well done.
Yeah.
We'll come back, talk about what else is going on in the state in just a moment when Cardinal basketball continues on the I3G Sports Network.
Here at Old National Bank of Carrington, we prefer to be the bank of choice that helps our clients fulfill their dreams, passionately supports our communities, and invest in the growth and development of our team members. Our mission has deep roots and a trusted partner. We invest our time, heart, and expertise so that our clients and communities thrive. Come see us today at Old National Bank from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday through Friday on Main Street in Carrington.
When it's time to buy a new appliance for your home, remember DJ's Home Center. Did you know they are a locally owned business and that they have been serving this great community since 1993? DJ's Home Center services and delivers within 45 miles of Carrington, bringing you the best prices on all major brand appliances. So don't go anywhere else. Remember that DJ's Home Center is your local, low-price, best-trained appliance store. Located right by the roundabout. Go Cardinals!
Cardinals trail 31-28 to Devils Lake at the half. Central City H2O Carrington halftime report. Some other scores: Mayport CG over Northern Cass 84-63. It shouldn't be this way, but Tate and I are wondering where the 63 points came from for Northern Cass. That's not a team that scores 63 points typically this season. If you have not heard the big news, the longest winning streak in the state is over. Benson County had their 21-game winning streak snapped by the team they beat in the state championship game last year, Kenmare Bowbells, 52-50. In boys basketball tonight, I promise you Grafton beat Hillsborough Central Valley. Do we know what the final was in that by chance?
Oh, wait, I got to go to A. Nothing
We do
yet.
not. Okay. You got some in-progress scores for us in girls and in boys.
Thompson in boys beat Langdon 56-40. Hankinson over Enderlin 46-25. North Star 29, Hatton Northwood 23. 6 minutes left in the third. New Rockford Cheyennes up 42-29 on Velva.
That after losing last night
To Nelson County,
to
wasn't
Nelson
it?
County.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oaks destroyed Richland tonight.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of destroyed, our Redeemers leads Glenburn at the half 54-5. By the way, Oaks lost to Hankinson by 2 in Hankinson Friday. Get ready for 3 more of those games.
True.
It's probably going to be 3 more of those. All right, Tate, second half adjustments. First for Carrington, how do you win this basketball game? You're only down by 3.
Gotta slow the tempo down, control the chaos. Gotta find some offense, and because I think they're gonna start face guarding Anniston.
Yep.
So somebody else is gonna have to score.
What about for Devil's Lake? You're doing this now without Dottie. You know that.
Yeah.
You've gotten 15 from Brodina and 9 from Brown, but you've gotten nothing from anybody else.
Yeah, I don't know what to think.
Maybe Brown and Brodina are enough to win this game.
I don't know, to be honest with you, BJ. I was really thinking Dottie was going to step up, but that's not obviously going to happen, sadly. But I think, honestly, you got to either get Tylee or Presley going, because otherwise, if you're Devil's Lake, you're in the hurt bag because no one else has scored for you.
Well, at the half, it is 31-28, Devil's Lake. And that is the Central City H2O Carrington halftime report. The second half is next when Cardinal basketball continues on the I3G Sports Network.
Committed to serving you with compassion. Evans Funeral Home of Carrington and New Rockford. Always available with the care you require, even at the most difficult time. You can count on Evans Funeral Home to provide guidance and answers when it comes to pre-planning, finding the perfect monument or marker to honor your loved one, or for service arrangements. Contact Evans Funeral Home in New Rockford at 947-2911 or in Carrington at 652-3003.
Central City H2O of Carrington has all of your beverage, water bottle, dispenser, and vending needs covered. They serve a 15-county area and deliver to home, office, and work sites a line of water and other products. Visit CentralCityH2O.com or call 701-652-2141. Visit them on Facebook for more information about in-home and office deliveries and the products available. Hydrate your home and office. Central City H2O of Carrington. We supply the water and vending you need where you need it.
Before the second half, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the voice of the Cardinals.
The Cardinal is AM 1600 KDAK Carrington and FM 100.1 K261EW Carrington. Locally owned and operated by I3G Media.
Dottie Goss is not on the bench for Devil's Lake. She may be immediately gone to get some imaging.
Yeah, I got nothing.
It looked bad.
Yeah.
It just looked bad.
I'll take my injury any day over that.
Yeah. With your injury, when you first described it, I thought, you describe how it happened like a rolled ankle, but you're telling me it's not a rolled ankle.
Yeah. My brace is what probably saved me, and I broke my brace.
Of course you did.
But
well, there's some confusion now at the scorer's table.
But what else is new? I'm breaking stuff. Dad would know what I'm talking about.
Justin Klein in discussion with the I'm not real sure.
They're conversing.
Oh, they disagreed on the possession arrow, but it is definitely Carrington's ball. And here we go, third quarter in a 3-point game.
But you know what, BJ? I disagree with a lot of things too. But the cards were dealt.
Here is Coleman, left side. Johnson
Good cut.
Cutting Aniston Hornet, who puts it in. Oh, my goodness. It's going to get waved off. Oh, my goodness. They call a foul on Ellsberger, her second, team's first of the third quarter. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Hornet to trigger the inbound. She does to Coots. Back to Hornet, who goes inside, puts it up, puts it in. Aniston with 13.
Why not count the basket anyway?
That's right. Annie says, I'm going to get 2 points one way or the other.
She could have gotten 3.
On the right side, Martinson. Here's Presley Brown in a 1-point game. The whole game has been played in an 8-point window. Rodina, right side to Brown, who's guarded by Mara Johnson now.
Wow.
In the mid-post. The jumper's an air ball. Rebound. Coleman, not a great shot by Ellsberger. Harper. Bounce pass to Sienna Top. Across the timeline is the lone senior. Hornet right side.
The lone wolf. What story is that from?
Driving in is Coleman. Spins, fires, and misses long. Rebound. Brodina.
How did she keep that in bounds?
Great play by Tiley, who gets inside and can't finish. Rebound Harper Coleman, and she's fouled.
Yeah, my money's on Harper winning that battle.
Brody. Nobody ever signaled for the foul, but it is the second on Brodina and the second on the team. Here's Hornet.
I guess.
Right side, Sienna Top.
Oh,
skip it to Coleman. Down towards
good
Coots.
Pass.
Mara spins and lost it. A steal. Presley Brown the other way. Brown drives and hesitates and has her pass deflect and is stolen. Harper Coleman gets it.
Gonna make it? Holy
Here's
smokes.
Hornet. Dribbling left. Gives to Johnson. Up top. Coleman for 3 in the lead. It's short.
Oh.
Rebound Coots. And then she has it taken out of her hands by Ellsberger. And at the other end, it's Brodina. Stepping into a 3. Long. Rebound Johnson.
Throw it. Throw it. Oh.
Johnson has it taken away by Brown, who lays it in and draws the foul on Hornet. Presley Brown a chance at a 3-point play.
You gotta call it. Never mind.
Julia Rohr comes in, 6'2" freshman center.
6'2"?
6'2". Very lanky. I mean, you can see her if you're watching the YouTube.
Yeah.
Brown.
What are you, a grizzly bear?
I think I'm okay. I don't know. 34-30. She completes the 3-point play. Here's Hornet. I need to take a drink of something, but there's no breaks coming in this game.
Ain't that the
Spitzer,
truth.
kick it right side. Here's Mara Johnson, a 3. Banked it wide right. Rebound on the move. Tylee Brodina the other way. Bounces it right side. And a block. Probably was a travel, too. Not called.
Ooh.
Here's Brown faking a 3. Down to the post. Rohr in on Spitzer to put it up short. Rebound. Sienna Top. Great defense by Sophie.
Ooh.
Up ahead. There's nobody there to stop Mara Johnson from popping from 8 and hitting.
Whew.
Mara's first points of the game. 34-32.
Had to throw it away.
And Devil's Lake throws it out of bounds. Carrington can take the lead. That was a very quick break for Mara Coots.
Whew.
Actually don't have a drink to take, so never mind. Oh well. Here's Aniston Hornet. I thought I did. I did not. Here's Hornet dribbling right. Backdoor
good
cut.
cut.
Johnson floater. We're tied for the third time. Mara with the last 4, and it's 34 all. 4:44 to go in the third. Bank Forward scoreboard. Right side, holding it is Martinson. At the head of the key, Brown. Thought about a 3, did not take it. Left side, Beck to Brodina. Up top, 26-foot 3. Good. Tylee Brodina with her 4th 3 of the game. She's got 18. It's 37-34.
That was from the parking lot.
It sure was. And it is a steal for Brodina. And then nearly a steal right back, but here comes Ava Beck. Halfway through the third in a 3-point game. It's been close all night. Right side holding is Martinson. Around a screen, gives to Presley Brown, stolen. Mara Johnson up ahead, Sienna top. She will go in with the right hand and lay it in. Sienna with 5, it's 37-36. Timeout, double dribble on Ava Beck with no ball pressure. The closest Carrington defenders to Ava Beck were me, Tate, and Vinny, and she double dribbled.
You mean a crippled you and Vinny?
A cripple, a deaf, and a healthy guy.
True.
Hornet throws in towards Coots. It comes back to Hornet. Back to
hello.
Coots. Kick out
Oh.
over the head of Maya Nice and out of bounds. You know, it's not often you could say this about a basketball game, but it might come down to who makes the last mistake.
You're right.
This has not been pretty. Mara Johnson is in.
Just a bit high.
And not pretty in the same way that rugby game wasn't pretty.
Oof.
But not pretty in the fact that it's a little messy. Here's Hofstad from 14 hitting. Emma Hofstad with 4, 39-36.
I had to travel first, but
Johnson across Big Bird.
Big Bird.
Dribbling with the right hand against Presley. Brown has it taken away. And Brown will lay it up and in at the other end. She's got 14, and it's 41-36, matching the biggest lead. And another steal. And Brown is fouled by Johnson. Just a mess of a 30 seconds for Carrington.
And here comes the former Devil's Lake.
I mean, this is what Devil's Lake does to you. They hit you with one big punch. Brodina throws in, and then it's loose, still loose, on the floor, held ball. It'll stay at this end. 3 minutes even to play in the third. 5-point game, Devil's Lake's way. And back in is Harper Coleman. Harper immediately picks up Brodina. Here's Ava Beck, dribbling with the right hand. Continuing a drive, leaves for Brodina to pop a 26-foot 3. It was blocked. Brown gets inside, had it poked free. Brodina.
Oh, boy.
Left side, in the corner. Hofstad lost the ball. Good defense by Coots, stolen by Johnson.
Boy, that was a brick wall she ran into.
Yes,
Holy.
it was. Up ahead, Coots. Down towards Coleman. Kick out Johnson, fakes a 3, drives left, finds Hornet, open 3, off the front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Devil's Lake and Hofstad. At the other end, Brodina, open 3, short. Rebound off Mara Coots, she's got it. Timeout Carrington. It'll be the last full timeout, a Dactyl timeout with 2:18 to go in the third. 41-36 for Devil's Lake. And Cardinal basketball will continue on the I3G Sports Network.
When you work with your local Pioneer team, you gain hardworking partners who strive to know your every acre. Doug Retzloff is your local Pioneer Seed sales representative in Carrington. Call Doug at Retzloff Seed and Supply LLC. He will do the best to match the right product on the right acre and supply you with unparalleled choices of Pioneer Seed products treated with Lumigen brand seed treatment to protect your investment. Doug and his team also carry a complete lineup of livestock feed and minerals. Retzloff Seed and Supply LLC in Carrington, near the roundabout.
Cardinals down by 5. You've got an update kind of on Dottie Goss.
Her parents have just left the game, so if that doesn't tell you what the older Smith, Coach Smith thinks, then I don't know what else will.
Yeah. It's a bad deal. Dottie Goss's leg went in two separate directions on a drive. Best case scenario, there's just a hyperextension. I mean, that would probably still rule her out for most of the rest of the season.
Yeah.
But let's hope that's all it is, because she just got back from an injury.
I know, that's the tough part.
Aniston Hornet throws into Mara Johnson and gets it back. 2:15 of the third. Mara Coots gives to Mara Johnson across the timeline. The sophomore against Presley Brown. Down by 5. This is tied for the largest margin of the game. Coots spinning, leaving. Hornet 3. Bank wide right, rebound. Loose. Maya Nice has it. And she throws it up to Mara Johnson for a 3. A little long backside rebound, Mara Coots. Spins. Throws it right side to Nice. Maya down to Hornet. Works her way in. Finds Coots. To Johnson. Wide
Good
open
find.
look at a 3. Short.
God.
Rebound. Coleman spinning. Has it stripped by Brodina. You cannot show Brodina the basketball. Can't do it. At the other end, getting inside Tripke to lay it in. Largest lead of the game, Devils Lake, 43-36. At the other end, Coleman. Kick out, Johnson. Carrington needs a basket here pretty quick.
Yeah.
Harper Coleman left wing. Drives the lane, stops, finds Coots from 14. Long. Rebound, Brodina on the move. 7-point game. Tylee Brodina bounces it right side. Presley Brown shot is blocked by Mara Coots. Rebounded by Mara Johnson. Numbers up ahead. Maya Nice goes to Harper Coleman for the layup. That's an awfully unselfish play by Maya Nice.
I didn't even see Harper up there. I was like, who's she throwing it to?
43-38. Final 30 seconds of this third quarter.
I'd find Brodina right now.
On the left side of travel. Turnover, Devils Lake in a 5-point game.
As I was saying.
Maya Ellsberger back in. As is Janae Martinson for Brodina. This is Coach Klein stealing an extra 28 seconds. That's all that is. Coleman. Shot clock is dark, but honestly, that might not matter.
No.
Here's Coleman. Left side, Johnson. Johnson on the right side.
Here it
Into
comes.
a double.
Timeout.
Finds right side, Maya Nice. Nope, foul first. 9.5 left in the third. And it's the first on Martinson, third on the team.
Boy, this is physical. Holy.
There's only been 9 free throws shot in this game. It has been crazy physical. Maya Nice, back to Hornet, back to Nice, wide open 3, a little long.
Oh, that was halfway
Rebound
down.
comes down to Devils Lake with 1 second. A near steal, but that's
She can't
the
hold it.
quarter.
Oh.
And so we have played 3, and it's still game on here in the Central City. Devils Lake 43, Carrington 38, and Cardinal basketball will continue in a moment on the I3G Sports Network.
Napa is your source for quality auto parts for your car or truck in Carrington. Let us use our Napa know-how to help you find the right battery, brakes, filters, headlights, wipers, or other parts you need to get your job done. We also stock tools, equipment, and many other items for cars, heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farm equipment. Order your parts online or drop by today at 490 8th Street North. Call 652-3663. Your Carrington Napa Auto Parts team looks forward to serving you today.
We go to the fourth quarter, Tate, 43-38, Devils Lake. Your thoughts?
I think I'm with you. It's going to come down to who makes the last mistake.
Well, Carrington will have the ball to begin the fourth quarter. This has been a messy game, but when you've got two teams who press, this can happen.
81-52 was the final of Grafton and Hillsborough.
Grafton winning by 29. Carrington with the ball to begin the fourth quarter. Mara Johnson dribbles into the middle of the floor. The starting 5 out there for the Cardinals. Left wing, Sienna Top. Ball fakes and finds Harper Coleman. They cut off Carrington's favorite play, the little
back
cut.
door.
Here's Johnson. Left wing, Harper Coleman fakes a 3, goes down to Hornet. Kick out Johnson. Wide open 3. Short rebound, Coleman, 10 to shoot. It did not hit the rim. Johnson, 6 to shoot. Mara, spinning left, lost it. Hornet fires it, and it's a shot clock violation.
Wow.
Our Redeemers now leading Glenburn boys 73-8. Dickinson Trinity beat Beulah in girls basketball 62-61 in overtime. Backdoor cut, layup, block, foul on Coleman. Free throws Martinson.
Honestly, I'd say that's a good foul. Make him earn it at the free throw line.
Martinson on the year, 4 for 8 at the line. Her first one does not look like a 4 for 8 shooter. That's right down the middle.
I'll take anything to go 4 for 8.
44-38. Nothing like a little self-deprecating humor. Second one's off the mark. Rebound Hornet. I'll tell you though, Tate, you've got the better shooting percentage from the line of the two of us. Here's Hornet getting fouled by Beck, and she'll shoot 2. Aniston with 13 in the game, and on the year, she's 2 for every 3 free throws. 66.7%. First one goes in. 44-39. Tate's not going to stop that. I should have known better.
Well, funny.
Second one goes, and it's a 4-point game again, 44-40. Boy, this has been a good one.
Yeah.
It's Beck. A steal, nearly. It is a steal for Sienna Top. Here's Hornet. Throwing one to Johnson.
Oh, boy.
Left side, Top. In the corner, Cody Thiel. Wide open 3.
Oh, my goodness.
Cody Thiel with the 3. It's a 1-point game.
My blood pressure's through the roof right now.
This is some kind of good game. Ava Beck has it poked free. Gets it. Got fouled.
Oh. Don't
Ava
start.
Beck shoots 2. Well, all of a sudden, we're getting some free throw shot on the first Mara Coots foul.
I don't care that it's physical, but you can't start calling the ticky-tack stuff with this
First
much
free
time.
throw for Beck goes in. 45-43. No, I think your point is right, Tate. Share it on the air, because you can't go from calling nothing to everything just that quick. It makes it tough for the players to understand what they're supposed to do.
It does, especially when it's time to go. In go time.
Second free throw, no good, and then a held ball gives it back to Devils Lake.
And they just...
And Brodina's back in.
He can't start calling the ticky-tack stuff, even if it's a hard foul. You can't. Now we've got confusion.
We do have confusion. It's a reset of the shot clock is what it is.
It was already reset.
Here's Presley Brown down to the mid-post, spinning, and having it blocked was Hofstad. How about Cody Thiel getting a block?
Wow. What is it, 5'4", 5'5"?
And Presley Brown picks up her second foul. Cody's going to kick your butt because she's 5'5", not 5'4". She's going to kick your butt now.
Yep, my fault.
On the right side, it's Sienna Top. Left side, Cody Thiel with a soft brace on her right knee. Gives it back to Sienna Top in a 2-point game. Sienna downhill, gets doubled, throws it to Hornet for 3 in the lead. Boom!
Yes!
Aniston Hornet with her 4th 3 of the game.
All right, now you got to find the ball.
On the right side, getting inside and laying it home is Martinson. And we have our 6th lead change at 47-46 Devils Lake. And here's Coots. Right side, Sienna Top left alone, wide open 3 short. Rebound backside loose, Brodina has it. Here comes Tiley, right to left side, it's Presley Brown.
That's a carry.
Brown holds and goes middle to Ellsberger, kick out Brodina, step back 3 Brodina, short rebound Top. 5:20 to play in a 1-point game. Sienna Top down the right side. Sienna Top down to Mara Coots. Extra pass. And fouled is Coleman. She'll shoot 2. The foul is the second on Martinson and the third on the team. Well, there's going to be some free throws shot in here in this fourth quarter. Harper Coleman shoots 2, her first one long. Harper on the year, 71% at the line.
I'd take anything to do that. Boy, oh boy.
That's a pipe dream for me. I'm just going to tell you. I was not a good player back in high school. Coleman ties the game with the second one. We're tied for the fourth time, this time at 47. 5:10 to play.
Oh, she
Ava
about
Beck
got 10.
Gives to Presley Brown. Brown has it poked free. It's with Beck. 15 to shoot now for Devils Lake. Left side, holding it is Elsperger. Gives to Beck. They want Brodina, but Harper Coleman space guarding her. Beck drives right. Stops, finds Brodina. Left side, Elsperger. Down low. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They call a foul on Mara Johnson. Her third. Mara stood there. Brown went down, and the whistle blew.
I think he's getting whistle happy.
Baseline inbound on Johnson's third foul. It's a deep inbound to Brown, who lost the basketball out of bounds. And then she looks at the official like, where's the foul? I'm going to tell you, there was no foul there.
No.
There was nothing there. It wasn't a good pass by Brodina.
It was not.
It's not Brown's fault on that play.
Oh, there she was.
Harper Coleman off the inbound pass, gets trapped, dribbles through it, finds
Cut.
Hornet, who throws it through the hands of Mara Coots. Tied at 47 with 4:31 to go on the bank forward scoreboard, and Maya Nice is back in for Mara Johnson.
You got to be thinking here if you're Carrington. You want to slow it down and get good possessions and shots.
Here's Ava Beck at the half-court line. Gets
shit.
a high ball screen, almost a moving one. They could have called it. They didn't, but they could have. Tripke spins right, gets inside, throws it up and misses. Rebound,
Good
Mara
board.
Coots. Good board by Mara.
Good strong board. Threw a couple elbows there, yeah.
Now top to Coots. Left side Coleman,
Go.
numbers. Here's Hornet. Extra pass, knocked away back to Hornet, who goes up and gets blocked. Coleman, kick out. Coots down the lane, puts it up, missed it short. Rebound, held ball, it stays here. 3:53 to go in regulation, tied at 47.
I don't know about that one. That was a kind of a quick jump call.
Johnson back in for Nice, and Emma Hofstad back in for Tripke, which, by the way, these are Goss's minutes that Coach Klein is trying to figure out. Coots gets pummeled, and she'll shoot 2. Boy, did she get fouled hard. Man. Second foul on Ava Beck. A war of attrition tonight. Coots for the lead. Got it. Our 7th lead change is 48-47 Cardinals. Timeout Justin Klein. It's a 30. We'll keep it here. I mean, look. There's 3 tremendous basketball teams in this region, and the 4th best team has the best player in the region. When you play a top half team in Region 2, this is what you're going to get.
Yeah. It's what you got to expect every night. It's going to be a dogfight between either teams, and I'm kind of eating my own words right now because each team has found a lot of offense from I think Carrington's put up almost 50 points, and when was the last time that happened?
That happened in the win over Northern Cass, 55-23, and the season high against Harvey Wells County, 65-32. But what Tate's point is this is a different quality opponent.
Yeah.
Northern Cass and Harvey are not there yet. Devils Lake is. The free throw for Coots is long. Rebound Brodina. It's 48-47. Carrington and Sienna. Whoa! Sienna Top blocks a pass, and Brodina gives her a two-hand shove in the chest. Nothing is called. Let him play.
I'd fight back.
Here's Ava Beck. That sure got the student section fired up. Here's Beck against Top. Goes to Hofstad. Left side Ellsberger. Here's Brown. Back to her left. Goes left wing. And here's Beck. 8 to shoot for Ava Beck. Skip it right side. 4 to shoot. 2 to shoot.
Don't reach.
1 to shoot. They're not going to get a shot off. It's a shot clock violation. The shot was not off in time. And Carrington will have it. Justin Klein is arguing his case, but I thought it was a shot clock violation.
It was quite obvious.
3:14 to go in a 1-point game. So you want to win a regional title. Okay. That's like begging to be a catcher.
I'd rather not.
Right side, Mara Johnson. Am I wrong? Here's
No.
Mara. Dribbling left. Gets around a couple screens and has it stolen by Ava Beck. Up ahead, Brodina. She'll lay it up and in. And it's a lead for Devils Lake at 49-48, and it's 20 for Brodina. Sienna Top gives to Mara Coots. Back to Sienna Top, and a held ball gives it to Devils Lake. Carrington with 2 timeouts left, Devils Lake with 4. It's 49-48 Firebirds. 2:30 to play. Beck, left side, Ellsberger.
Oh my God,
Coots.
she's throwing.
Throws it right side to Hofstad. Here's Brodina. You know it's going to be Brodina. She gets downhill, and it's called for an offensive foul.
And she's hurt.
And she's doubled over. Well, she ran into Mara Coots, and a lot of us would be doubled over.
She
if
ran
we
into a
ran
brick
Mara.
wall.
And Tylee Brodina's grabbing at the hip.
I heard a pop.
We all heard a pop. And she's out of the game. This could be big. 2:21 to play.
Ouch.
She probably cracked a rib because Mara is not a small human being. And I mean, she's built like a rock. Coots up ahead. Harper Coleman lays it up and gets fouled by Ellsberger. Her third. And Harper Coleman shoots 2 for the tie and maybe for the lead. Would you believe me if I told you both teams have only made 2 field goals in this quarter?
No. I'd believe you if you said each team had 10 turnovers each.
Trust me, buddy, it's a lot more than that.
All right.
Coleman fires and ties the game for the 5th time, 49-all. Harper with 6.
Well.
Second one, Brodina seems okay. Second one is long. Rebound, Coots. And then she lost it. Ellsberger the rebound.
Travel.
At the other end. Hello.
Hello.
Presley Brown. So without Brodina, it's Presley Brown, right?
Yeah.
You would think.
You gotta go to your second best player. Well, and here she comes.
Here's Beck driving left, under 2 to play. Travel is called. Tie game, 1:52 to go. Here comes Tylee Brodina.
Okay, I get it once or twice, but 3 times you've dribbled into the lane and you've ran into a wall. You've got to find something else that works.
Jump stop.
Exactly.
Jump stop. It's such an underused move. Here's Hornet into the front court. Sienna Top, head of the key, around a screen from Coots. Fouled. She'll shoot free throws. Foul on Hofstad, but they are well over the limit. Free throws for a 62% free throw shooter, Sienna Top, for the lead. Carrington has 2 30-second timeouts left. Top, free throw, Carrington on top. 9th lead change. Sienna with 6.
I'd like to know what my heart rate is right now.
Second one. Long rebound, Brodina. She's trapped immediately, dribbles out of it. And then finds Ava Beck. 1:30 to play, 1-point game. Beck to the elbow, Hofstad. Backdoor cut, Brodina blocked away by Coots. And then Brodina pulls down Harper Coleman. And Harper will shoot 2 more on Brodina's 4th foul. She did a wrestling roll-up move. She tried to roll her up for the 3 count. And Harper shoots 2.
Yeah, well,
Good
Harper said,
grief.
watch this.
This has gone sideways. Coleman shooting free throws. Her first one is long. 50-49, 124 to play.
Gotta hold your ground. It's physical.
Second one for Harper is long. Rebound, Brodina. She's got 4 fouls. She's got to be careful. She's been out of control. Here's Beck dribbling towards her bench. Now back to the left. This is Brown.
Oh,
back
hello.
to Beck. Around a screen. Beck a 3. It's long. Rebound. Coots had it, lost it. Foul called on Beck. Coots to the free throw line. Tate, they have got to start hitting free throws. They have got to start hitting free throws. Timeout, Justin Klein. They are 7 for 15 at the free throw line, Carrington. Justin Klein wants a 30-second Dactyl timeout. We'll keep it here. 1:03 to play.
I think Klein was telling the officials that they're doing a good job tonight.
Sure, that's what he was telling them.
Yep.
50-49 with 63 seconds to go. Coming up, post-game report, we'll try to make sense of what we're looking at. And we'll preview a fascinating game on Thursday night between Carrington and Kendra. You think you've seen scoring power in this gym? Wait until Sierra Nipstad and Liza Trenbeth show up.
Yeah. It's I'm anxious for that matchup because I want to see how Harper and all them match up against.
Yeah. You know somewhere Sam Brandt is watching this game.
Yeah.
The head coach of the Vikings. She might even be here. Who knows? Free throws for Coots. The first one is good. 51-49. If she makes this one, it matches the largest lead of the game for Carrington. It's on the way.
And it's good.
It's long. Rebound, Hornet. Back up short. Rebound, Presley Brown. That would have given Carrington a 4-point lead. Here's Brown the other way, giving to Beck under a minute to play.
Don't lose her, Harper.
Right side, Brodina. Tylee Brodina gets a screen. Tylee Brodina picks up her dribble in a bad spot. Timeout, Justin Klein. 45.7 to go. This has to be a full Dactyl timeout. We'll take it as well. 45.7 to go. 51-49 Cardinals, and Carrington basketball continues on the I3G Sports Network.
On the field, every second counts, and when injuries happen, you need a hometown advantage. At JRMC Orthopedics, our local team offers fast access to expert care, so you don't have to travel out of town. From sprains and all the way to joint replacements, every same day, we've got you covered. The best plays start with getting back in the game. Orthopedic care that keeps you moving. It's right here. Visit jrmcnd.com to learn more.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a pretty timely commercial. We're all gonna need JRMC at the end of this thing.
True.
51-49. Devils Lake. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Devils Lake 2 timeouts left. Andy Brotten has he called a 30? He has 2 timeouts.
He has 2
left.
timeouts.
Yeah.
He's got 2 30s.
The ball's going to Brodina, but is it a 2 or a 3 here, Tate?
You're on the road. You got to go for the win.
Here we go. They go down to Brown, spinning, laying it up. Short. Rebound, Brown to Beck. Rips it through, goes right side, Ellsberger. Wraparound feed, Brown. Fires
Travel.
from 15. No.
Go grab
Rebound loose. It's a held ball. It goes to Carrington with 29.5 on the clock. Carrington have it. Hornet, by the way, we get to do this again Monday. It's top to Hornet, who's fouled by Brown.
That's an intentional foul. You gotta, he.
I don't think that's a flagrant at all. Free throws for Aniston Hornet. By the way, we're in Devil's Lake to do all of this again on Monday.
Are we even gonna have time to catch our breath?
Probably not, but we'll manage. Hornet shooting 2. It goes deathly quiet, and she buries it. Well, now you can't lose the game probably in regulation. 52-49.
She sinks this, it might be over.
Second free throw. Long
And
rebound,
jinxed
Brodina.
it.
And now you know Tylee's going to
Yeah.
shoot a 3. It's
Oh,
Ava Beck across the 10-second line with 20. Ava Beck guarded by Sienna Top.
Do
Goes
not
left
lose her.
side. Presley Brown holding. It's Hornet
Do not
on
lose her.
Brodina,
Do not
who
lose her.
pumps a 3 and ties the game. Timeout, Justin Klein. The clock kept on going. The clock kept on going for a minute. A 3 for Brodina is tied it at 52. And it is a full, so we'll take a quick 30. Dactyl timeout with the score tied at 52, and Cardinal basketball continues at 30 seconds.
The Carrington Area Healthy Communities Coalition is a partnership of individuals and organizations working together to create a healthier community in which to work, live, and play. They support alcohol, drugs, smoking, vaping, and suicide prevention programs and promote activities such as pickleball, yoga, and park improvement. Their mission is to promote and support physical and mental health activities, prevention services, and community learning initiatives that promote a healthy lifestyle for the people of Carrington and surrounding areas. Visit healthycarrington.org.
Tate, you also play basketball. You guys work this scenario every day in practice. You got 10 seconds left. The game's tied. Go win the game.
Yeah.
It's 9.7 on the clock. The one thing you cannot do is turn the ball over.
I was
And
just
if you
gonna say that.
if you do,
Foul.
you can wrap somebody up.
Yep.
You have a foul to give.
Don't tackle them.
Right.
When you say wrap up, you mean foul 'em.
That's right.
Nicely.
That's right.
Wow.
You don't tackle someone like Tate did 130 times in the fall.
You're right.
Here we go, 9.7. Can Carrington win it in regulation? Hornet, Johnson, Coleman, Coots, and Top. It comes into Coots. Back to Hornet with 7, with 6. Aniston with 4, with 3. Aniston with 2, with 1. Mara Johnson puts it up at the buzzer. Off the back of the rim. And we will go to overtime in Carrington, tied at 52. Mara Johnson almost won it. And for the first time in a long time, the Cardinals are going to overtime, and we'll have it when Cardinal basketball continues on the I3G Sports Network.
Nothing has embodied the American spirit like the family farmer. Year after year, they continue to work the land and plant their crops. Through droughts, floods, and uncertain markets, they keep that spirit alive with another crop harvested for the next generation. And for that, we tip our hats to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
In Carrington, see Randy Hui.
Rest assured that you'll be treated with the care and respect you deserve at Central Pharmacy. Conveniently located in the heart of Carrington and New Rockford, Central Pharmacy delivers the kind of attention and commitment to improving your health care that the big box stores just can't. Central Pharmacy does it all, from medical supplies to prescriptions, health and wellness concerns. Plus, we have a great selection in our gift, boutique, and decor departments. Visit us on Facebook for up-to-date info. Central Pharmacy, your one-stop in Carrington and New Rockford.
Overtime, both teams get another timeout. Carrington are in overtime for the first time since the District 5 tournament loss to Lemoore Litchfield Marion in 2023 on February 11th.
I about dropped out of my chair.
Jumping center, Ellsberger and Coots. Carrington win the tip, and Brodina almost immediately fouled out. Keep in mind, she's got 4. Mara Johnson, right side, Aniston Hornet. Dribbling left.
If you're Harper, I'd go right at her.
Here's Johnson, down to Coots, who'll lay it in. Mara Coots gives Carrington the overtime lead at 54-52. We play 4 minutes in periods until someone figures out how to get more points than the other team.
Hypothetically.
Brown. Brown spins and gives to Ava Beck. She'll drive left and stop. Here's Brodina, who tied it with a 3. Brodina downhill, spins, puts it up. Missed it long. Rebound, Aniston. Hornets got it. And Hornet the other way for Carrington. Finds Harper Coleman. Extra pass. Mara Johnson left alone for three. Long. Rebound, Hornet.
Good idea.
Kick out Johnson. Down to Coots. Outside Hornet. Wide open three. Off the front of the rim. Rebound Coots. Back up. No, but a foul. Ava Beck called for her fourth. And because the overtime is a continuation of the fourth quarter, Devils Lake is over the limit. Mara Coots shoots free throws.
That's going to be huge. You're going to have two key ball handlers in foul trouble.
Potentially, yeah. Coots. Free throw is good. 55-52 Cardinals.
Oh,
this
boy.
would give Carrington the biggest lead they've had all night. It's on the way, and it does. 56-52 Carrington.
All right, come on, get a stop.
The Cardinal center with 11. On the right side, it's Hofstad. Holding, leaving for Ellsberger. Drives in on Coots, puts up a runner and nails it. That's a pretty shot by Ellsberger.
Yeah.
56-54. And the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Carrington with 2:38 to go in overtime. This might be what the regional tournament is like in Devils Lake at the end of the month of February. Deep pass, Hornet. And she is called for a travel.
That's why you have got to keep the ball in the middle. Because they force you to throw it to a sideline, and then they force you to cause silly turnovers.
23rd, 25th, and 26th of February in Devils Lake, and everybody plays on day one. 8-team region. Ellsberger, right side. Here's Brodina, guarded by Harper Coleman. Brodina down towards Ellsberger, who makes an extra pass. Now Hofstad for the tie. She's got it. Our seventh tie is 56 all in overtime with 2 minutes left.
Okay, keep it in the middle. Now work the ball. Okay, good, thank you.
Here's Hornet, right side, Sienna top. Here's Johnson stepping into a three. Off the front of the rim. Rebound loose on the floor. And it comes out to Devils Lake with numbers. It's Brown at the other end. And she's fouled on the floor, and they had one to give. They had a foul to give. Now it is Harper Coleman's second.
I don't know about that foul.
Well, you'd rather the foul be called than the layup if you're Carrington.
Yeah. I just didn't know about it.
Here's Ellsberger. Crossing over, getting tied up. It stays with Devils Lake. 1:38 to play, 32 to shoot. 56 apiece on the Bank Forward scoreboard. We're all getting overtime tonight.
Hope I get a good paycheck.
Ellsberger throws it up top for Ava Beck. They go right side towards Brown, who has her shot blocked by Johnson, who is fouled by who? Is it Hofstad or is it Brown? It's Hofstad, her second. Free throws for Mara Johnson. Mara has not been to the line tonight. She is a team-high 77% this year.
Again, I'd do anything to shoot that.
In a tie game at 56 in overtime. Takes her customary 5 dribbles, fires, and misses long. If Carrington loses this game, the free throw line is what beat them. Yep. 1:25 to play.
Just going to say that.
Second one for Mara. Gives Carrington the lead, 57-56.
Ooh, and Andy wants a timeout.
And Andy Brotten takes I believe it's a full.
Yep.
He gets another full in overtime. So we'll take a Dactyl timeout as well. 57-56 Cardinals. Carrington basketball will continue on the I3G Sports Network.
Is it time for you to switch banks? Hi, I'm Tiffany Paulson at Bank Forward in Carrington. At Bank Forward, we have everything you get from a big bank, but we're small enough to give you exceptional service. Make the switch and let us show you the Bank Forward difference. Call 652-2852 or visit bankforward.com today. Putting the customer first since 1927. It's simply the forward way. Bank Forward, member FDIC.
You got two Bobby Fishers going at it right now. They're brilliant coaches who have coached against each other a long time. And here we are, 57-56 with 1:25 left in the first overtime.
You've got a couple of really, really smart coaches going at it. That is for sure.
Both teams have 2 timeouts left. They are different in that Devils Lake has a full and a 30. Carrington has 2 30s.
But if you combine the two, you have a full, I think. Yeah.
2 halves make a whole, huh?
I think so.
All right.
Because a half plus a half is a
There's
whole.
2 halves, which is a whole. There
Yeah,
you go.
you're right,
All
you're right.
Minute 20 to go, 57-56. Right side, it's Hofstad. Up top, Brodina. Left side, Brown. It's still 1v1 defense. Beck right side against Top. Ava Beck holds. Goes up top for Brodina. Left side, Hofstad.
Oh.
Right side, Brown, 10 to shoot, a minute left. Down it goes to the post. Hofstad is blocked. Blocked by Sienna Top. And now Sienna lost the ball. And it comes to Hofstad, who's stuffed
Give
by
me that.
Hornet.
Oh, my goodness.
And then a timeout is called by Andy Brotten. Hornet got every bit of that stuff. Oh, my. Now, she's the setter in volleyball, but that's the biggest spike of her season.
100%.
Wow. Carrington will have it. 49.6 to play, 35 to shoot. If you're Devils Lake, Carrington has not shot the free throw well. Do you play this possession out or do you go ahead and foul? 14-second difference. I would foul.
I'd foul. The way Carrington's been shooting free throws, I'd foul.
Absolutely. 57-56 in the first overtime. I only say it that way because we're not guaranteed it'll be the only one.
Oh, boy.
What a game, what a game.
What a rodeo.
That it has been.
Can we call it a circus instead of a rodeo?
Sure. We can call it whatever word you want, Tate. Who am I to stop you?
True.
Aniston Hornet to throw it in. Does to Harper Coleman. Carrington with the ball and the lead. Right side, Johnson up ahead, Top. And now back to Mara. Back to Top. Skip it to Coleman. Left side, Hornet. They do not want to take a quick shot. Now Johnson. They're going to play it out and play defense. Here's Coots. Left side, Coleman. Johnson 10 to shoot, 25 in the game. Johnson 8 to shoot. Mara 6 to shoot around a screen. Johnson, step back, 3. Good!
Oh my goodness!
Timeout, Devils Lake. Mara Johnson with a dagger. 60 to 56 Cards.
She was at the white line.
Wow, what a shot by Mara Johnson with 14.9 to play. That is as cold-blooded as it gets.
Oh.
The defender falls down. Johnson backs up to 28 feet and sends this place into delirium.
I don't know what was louder, the big house when they beat, when Ohio State beat Michigan, or Mara Johnson hitting that 3?
Spoiler alert, it was Mara.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
How about when you beat Indiana?
Oh, whoa, okay. That's a sore topic. That's a sore topic.
So now, if you're Devils Lake, you got to go get the fastest two-point basket
and if you're
ever.
Carrington, you can foul too.
That's true. Here is Beck with 10. Beck with 8. Beck with 6. Throws it to Brodina. Brodina pops a deep 3. It's long. Rebound Johnson. She's fouled. Carrington are going to win it.
Wow.
Wow, what a win for the Cardinals. And if you think this is crazy, we invite you to join us Monday. Because it's going to be just as crazy. It just is.
Wow.
Carrington are going to win it and still be in first place in the region. Wow. Johnson shooting 2 just to set the final score. The first one is good, 61 to 56. And this is the largest lead of the game for Carrington. Timeout, Justin Klein. It is a 30. We'll keep it here. Tate, if you're a championship team, you beat other championship teams. They bring out the best of you. Think about this. Hazen has 1 loss. Carrington, South Prairie Max has 1 loss. Carrington, Thompson has 2 losses. Carrington and South Prairie Max. Devils Lake has now 2 region losses. When the challenge is at its greatest, Carrington step up.
Honestly, you got to tip your hat off to Mr. Brotten for that. He's always had his girls ready, and that's, hey, kudos to Mr. Brotten because, to be honest, Justin Klein's a great coach, but I think Coach Brotten outcoached him tonight.
And let's be very fair to Devils Lake. We don't know what this game looks like if Dottie Goss is not injured.
Yeah, very true, very true.
Very fair to Devils Lake. They are telling Devils Lake that you've got to put somebody at the free throw line. And Justin Klein doesn't like it, but I mean, even after the free throw, you got to throw the ball in, so I don't know why everyone's in the backcourt. I don't really understand that gamesmanship. 1.8 seconds left. Carrington are going to win the game.
Maybe he used a different sort of algebra.
Maybe he's icing Mara Johnson. Didn't work. 62-56 Cardinals. The ball is thrown into Hofstad, and that is it. What a win for the Cardinals. 62-56 in overtime. And we'll have our post-game report in just a moment when Cardinal basketball continues on the I3G Sports Network.
Reach your summit with Kyle Smith and his staff at Summit Physical Therapy in Carrington. Serving the area since 1997, we offer treatment for pain relief, vertigo, wound care, sports and work injuries, as well as post-op and neurological rehab. Summit Physical Therapy has certified providers in dry needling, Raston, and myofascial cupping. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and in most cases, no referral required. Call us at 652-7179 to schedule an appointment today.
Guard Dental in Carrington has your smile on the mind. Guard Dental specializes in orthodontics, cosmetic dentistry, teeth whitening, dental crowns and bridges, dental veneers, dental implants, general and family dentistry, root canals, clear aligner orthodontics, sedation dentistry, dentures, lasers, TMJ therapy, and wisdom teeth removal. Call Guard Dental today for family dentistry and beyond. Guard Dental in Carrington, 701-652-2000.
Cardinals 62-56. Tate will rejoin us in a moment as the Cardinals win it in overtime in an instant classic over Devils Lake. We are joined by Mara Johnson. Mara only, actually she didn't score in the first half. She ends up with 10 after halftime, including just about the most cold-blooded shot you could possibly have. Mara, congratulations. Man, was that a hard-fought basketball game.
It was very physical. It felt like a football game out there, but I'm just glad we won.
You guys have the lead late, and Tylee hits that 3. What was the huddle like going into overtime? Because that could really have an effect on some teams.
The coaches were just saying, like, it's 0-0. Like, we just have to push through it. Like, that's what we do in practice. We condition. And that's like the end of our conditioning. We just have to push through it and score some points.
Take us through that last possession. Before we talk about the shot, in that timeout, did you expect them to come out and foul you, or did you think they would go ahead and play defense?
Yeah, I assumed they were going to come out and try and be all handsy and foul, but yeah.
All right, take us through what you saw. It looked like on the screen a defender fell down. You backed up to 28 and let it rip.
Well, I was like 0 for 8 for my three-pointers tonight, but I'm just glad I hit that one. I mean, it was the most important one I could have made, so yeah.
It's a big win.
Yeah.
I mean, now you're in a position where if you win, Saturday, Monday, and next Thursday, you're the number 1 seed.
Mhm.
How much did this game mean to you guys?
I think it felt pretty good to win against Devils Lake. We've been battling them ever since we moved up to Class A, so I was probably just going to get a lot of shots up and stuff.
There you go. Well, Mara, congratulations. 10 points, including the dagger, tonight in the 62-56 overtime win over Devils Lake. And we're going to be joined by her head coach now, Andy Brotten, joining us. Vinny will raise the camera because Andy's kind of tall in comparison to Mara. Coach, Tate made a great point during overtime. You got 2 Bobby Fishers out there coaching against each other, trying to, make one extra move to get a win. We know what it's like for the players. What is that game like for a coach?
Well, you just try to be calm, so they're a little more calm, it's kind of a deflating shot when Tylee makes that shot. But we told them in the huddle, hey, now we got some conditioning to do. So they're kind of used to the conditioner at the end of practice. Well, we had a 4-minute conditioner and got off to a good start, and they came back. Credit Justin's kids, and they play so hard, and we had to have that effort for not only 4 quarters but a little extra. But got to the line a lot. We should have cashed in a little bit better, and we could have iced it a little bit better at the line. But that's the way it goes.
This is one of those games where it's so physical, it's so hard-nosed that at times it can get a little chaotic. How were your kids able to somewhat keep it together when chaos was ensuing?
They're kind of focused on the next play, and that's what we preach. And there's going to be bumps and bruises along the way, and plays that don't go your way. And Tylee hits that shot. That's it's a great basketball play. And we answered. We came out and scored a couple buckets. I thought that was big. They answered, but then Mara, we were down in the shot clock. We have a high ball screen call, and she just got a little bit of space, and that was enough.
I asked her this. I'll ask you the same thing. Did you expect Devils Lake to come out and play that out defensively, or did you think they may try to foul and extend the game when Mara hit that shot?
Well, it was a 1-point lead at the time.
Yep.
No, we expect them to play the defense through, that's what we do. They hit a big shot. We hit a big shot. It's kind of a dime apiece. We told the kids, their composure was awesome. Either, we would have lost by 5. Our kids are calm and show good sportsmanship. That's really proud of them in that way.
That first half could have gone sideways if not for Aniston. Let's not forget about her. She was great tonight.
Yeah, she did a lot of things, and they had to play a lot of minutes. But Sophie came in, spelled Mara a couple times, and Mara took some spills, and then Cody and Mai hit some big buckets early. And when we go to overtime, every bucket gets you there.
That's right.
So we had a lot of good things.
I know we hate to see what we saw with Dottie because she was coming back from an injury, but it's so tough to watch a kid get hurt because you can see exactly what she was trying to do. She's trying to make a move, get a layup, and it's really tough to see that.
Yeah, it's we've had a lot of them through the years, and one thing, kids, they're resilient, and hopefully it's good news if she has to have some things looked at, and hopefully it's good news for her.
So the crazy part about a game like this is you've got to come back and play in 48 hours, and you're going to be playing a Kindred team that, you talk about a team that has a couple girls that can fill it up. That's Kindred.
Yeah, they sure is, and they took care of Devils Lake on their home court pretty well. So and you can measure scores all you want, but it's still 0-0, and you got to show up that night.
Well, I doubt that one will be as fun as this one, but we'll see.
You never know.
You never know.
Most of our games are kind of back and forth like this.
They are.
You're going to build us some resilience. Thanks.
Absolutely. Thanks. Congratulations. 479. We're going to keep bothering you with it.
All right. Thanks, BJ.
479 for Coach Brotten. He's probably going to get to 500 next year. I know he doesn't want to talk about that yet, but he's probably getting to that number, whether it sneaks up on us or we see it coming. Cardinals win it by a final count of 62-56 in overtime. We'll come back, have the numbers, and the final couple thoughts from Tate, myself, and we may get Vinny involved as well when Cardinal basketball continues on the i3G Sports Network.
Your first car. It may have been a fixer-upper, but you treated it right. It was your own. That's how Showplace Cabinetry approaches each crafted piece. We deliver it to you with care, because it's our own. Central City Lumber can help you choose the design of your dreams. Give them a test drive. This American-made cabinetry is adaptable to your unique style and built with pride. Every single piece is back for a lifetime. Bet you wish you had that deal on your car. Stop in at Central City Lumber of Carrington, and let's build a beautiful kitchen or bath that really turns heads.
Life is about moments, big or small, joyful or challenging. At Carrington Health Center, we believe everyone in our community deserves compassionate care close to home, so you can focus on enjoying those moments surrounded by the people you love. At our facility, we put the care in
physical therapy,
radiology,
love,
acute care, clinic.
We're back in Carrington. The Cardinals 62, the Devils Lake Firebirds 56 in overtime. BJ Walters, Tate Wolski back with you. Before we go any further, let us pause 10 seconds for station identification live from the Central City. This is Cardinal basketball.
The Cardinal is AM 1600 KDAK, Carrington, and FM 100.1 K261EW, Carrington. Locally owned and operated by I3G Media.
I'll remind Tate, he thought at one point tonight we were getting out of here by 9 o'clock. Nice story, buddy.
Yeah,
That didn't
my fault.
happen.
My fault.
Yeah, so the scoring from the game, Carrington gets 3 in double figures. Anniston Hornet, not a season high, but she had 19 tonight, including 11 before halftime, kept Carrington in it. 11 points for Mara Coots, 10 points all after halftime for Mara Johnson, including the dagger from 28 feet with 12 seconds left. 6 points each for Sienna Top and Harper Coleman, 5 each for Maya Nice and Cody Thiel. And like Coach Brotten said, without those 10 points, you don't even get to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
So big contributions there. Devils Lake got 23 from Tylee Brodina, but only 8 after halftime. And they got 14 from Presley Brown, but only 5 after halftime. Carrington locked it down defensively. 6 for Emma Hofstad, 5 for Janae Martinson, 4 for Maya Elsberger, 3 for Tenley Tripke, 1 for Ava Beck. And again, Dottie Goss left this game with a lower body injury, shall we say, for the time being. The game was tied 7 times. There were 9 lead changes, and how about this? The biggest lead either team had was 7 points. At Devils Lake leading 43-36. Carrington's largest lead, the game's final margin, 62-56. The Cardinals lost in all of this, have now won 8 in a row. They are 10-3, 8-1 in region play. Devils Lake is 7-6, 4-2 in region play. And now, Tate, Kindred's big game. You know, you want to keep them. You want to hit 9 straight wins. Of course you do. Saturday, revenge against Hillsborough Central Valley. If you can win that game, beat Devils Lake again. I don't know if you can. They're going to try. And then go to Thompson and win. You are the number 1 seed in the regional tournament.
That's a tough task, and I think our girls proved that tonight by showing how much grit and all that they have. There's nothing that's going to stop this team, to be honest with you.
It doesn't seem right now that there is, and wouldn't it really be something if Carrington loses all those seniors, all those amazing seniors off last year's team, and gets a better seed this year in the regional tournament than they did last year when they were the number 2 seed behind Devils Lake and lost to them in the regional final. Wouldn't that be something?
That would be. That'd be something.
Tate, let's have you hand the headset off to Vinny because I want to also get his thoughts on this game. At one point, Vinny said to me during the game, he said, well, I think we surpassed the intensity of the JV game. We did, but, Vinny, it was a lot of shot making.
Right, it definitely was, and I think it was definitely Carrington's most physical game of the year. I think it was definitely the most exciting game of the year as they were able to finish it out. They were able to take their momentum that they had throughout the end of the game, and they were able to use it big, especially with that 3 at the end.
It is just remarkable to me, and I'll wrap by getting both of your thoughts on this. It's just remarkable to me the strength of victories this year for Carrington. South Prairie Max, Thompson, Hazen, Devil's Lake. They could get Devil's Lake twice. They could get Thompson twice. They could get Kindred. They could get Central Cass. This is a heck of a resume they're building.
Right. I think that's what makes a great team is when you are when you play your toughest opponents, that's when you play at your best, and I think that's what Carrington does very well.
Tate, your thoughts on the exact same topic. I mean, every time you think, okay, Carrington has met their match, they haven't.
No, they've proved that they're the better team against a lot of these powerhouses that were ranked at the beginning of the season. And like you said, you're building a resume for a state tournament trip that's going to get you a really good seed if you make it.
An outstanding game tonight, 62-56 in overtime as the Carrington Cardinals best the Devil's Lake Firebirds. I'm going to go drink something to stop coughing, or Tate's never going to stop laughing at me. And that's okay, to be fair. Our great thanks to everyone here in Carrington, Superintendent Janelle Helm, High School Principal Connor Weber, and Athletics Director Carla Michelson. Now, speaking on behalf of them and our entire KDAK, the Cardinal crew, including Tate Wolski and Vinny Rappel, my name is BJ Walters. It's the 25-26 Carrington girls basketball season, otherwise known as torture. Buckle up. They win it 62-56 in overtime tonight over Devil's Lake. Thanks so much for joining us, and good night from the East Gymnasium.
Carrington Cardinal basketball has been brought to you by Gar Dental, Central City Lumber, CHI, St. Alexius Carrington Medical Clinic, Professional Eye Care Centers, Carrington Drug, Headlocks, Arrowwood Prairie Co-op, Beckett Insurance, Sendak, Bassett Motors, Bank Forward in Carrington, High Plains Equipment, Carrington Dental Care, Leading Edge Equipment, Dakota Central, Old National Bank, DJ's Home Center, Evans Funeral Home, Farmers Union Insurance, Randy Huey Agent, Retzlaff Seed and Supply, Napa Auto Parts, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, the Carrington Healthy Communities Coalition, Central Pharmacy, Central City H2O Plus, and Summit Physical Therapy. The proceeding has been a presentation of I3G Media Sports on 1600 100.1 The Cardinal.